Hey guys, thank you so much for viewing my next video here on the Metaverse. Real quick, just want to let you know that there is a break between like the 30-second, 1 minute mark. For about a minute or so, I did have a video of Katie Couric speaking a little bit about the internet when it was first going to be introduced. I got flagged on YouTube for including that part, so if you want to actually see what I'm referring to, go on YouTube, type in Katie Couric, the internet, and then you'll sort of see their first perspective on the internet, and I'm comparing that to now. But otherwise, that's it. Please subscribe. Tell your friends to subscribe. Tell your family to subscribe. Stay healthy, stay stealthy, and here's the video.
I'm waking up like how the hell can I get better today? I gave myself that confirmation, boy, you already great. I'm undefeated.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Health and Stealth channel. My name is Mike. I appreciate all of you guys that have subscribed to me so far, but also who have watched my previous videos on a couple of different crypto sort of learning techniques and ways about doing things. I think there's a really interesting topic that has come about over the last couple of months. And I think the most strong signaling, I guess, event that happened over the last month or so is that Facebook actually changing their group's name to Meta, right? And a lot of us have heard of Meta before, but I really think it's time for me to do my best to explain it to you all. And although I know some of you may think that it's just bogus or BS, in my opinion, it's not. But I understand why some of you may feel that way. We've come to a point where technology has really become the way of life. And just to start out, I do want to play a video quickly of the news back from 1995 when the internet was first just getting started. I think this is very comparable to today when speaking about meta and the metaverse. So you guys, hope you guys enjoy this. This is Katie Couric of the Today Show back in 1995. And it's kind of comical because, you know. All right, so that was really quick, guys. And I wanted us to really think, a lot of us newer investors and the younger generation, and maybe we were all young kids. Some of you may not even have been born yet in 1994 or 95 when the internet was starting to become something. And those of us that were around before then, we were too young unless were old enough, you worked, had a job, or you were, old enough to, understand the internet before it came out. Most of us just assume the internet happened and everybody was just okay with it, right? And, it wasn't really a choice. Something I really think we need to all remember is that the World Wide Web became very powerful because of powerful people. And powerful people can create a world that's much smaller. And when the world becomes smaller, power then grows. And the internet really has become this source of power, not just as powerful people controlling whatever, but really power meaning that we all now have the power to seek information within seconds. And it isn't a choice anymore, right? In 94, 95, people thought, like Katie Couric here, thought it was a choice. And not many people were really, understanding of it. So I really think now, in my opinion, the world has become such a smaller place over the last 20, 30 years where it can't get much smaller, right? I mean, the next thing would probably be like, teleport mechanisms where we can just in a second send ourselves to halfway across the world. But I think what's next is this metaverse. And I say this not because I'm trying to sound crazy, but I say this because there were so many people who doubted the internet, and now these same people, use it every single day. This is their livelihood. They wouldn't have a career without the internet, right? So, overall, I think today, understanding the metaverse and being better prepared of what's to come, in my opinion, is the most important thing. Now, I think we've all sort of been geared towards this since, in my opinion, when video games came out, right? When Sega and, the first PlayStations and the Game Boys and all this, where it's you have a character that you are living out the character's life, right? And it's total virtual reality. whether the game is explaining how to do it or not, right? But there was like The Sims. I think The Sims is a great example. We all remember playing The Sims, right? We all wanted the best house. We all wanted the best, cars. We all wanted to drive around and go crazy and meet people on The Sims because it was cool. Well, I think, by us already being programmed to understand these sort of, games, these RPGs, right? Role player games. It's almost prepared us for what's to come in reality, right? So, and that, in my opinion, and why everyone is changing everything to meta is that's the next step, guys. You see the virtual reality, you see the sets that people wear to see virtual reality and stuff, and it's not new. I think that these technology companies are really creating it now. But I think over the last 20 years, they've really been foreshadowing what's to come by seeing what people like. And frankly, we're all addicted to our phones. We're all addicted to the computer. We're all addicted to some sort of a game, or whether it's video games or like whatever you do on your phones or your iPads or tablets or whatever. They've prepared us for this moment. So I think all of us have to really understand what's to come. And even if you don't believe it, like Katie Couric here in the news in 94 didn't really, I'm not using the internet. Well, yeah, you are, Katie. All right. And everyone, Bill Gates and everyone knew that she was going to use the internet. So let's go over quickly. I found a really good article on The Wire for what the metaverse really is. And I do want to sort of review this and sort of give my points to it. And we can sort of go from there. All right. So to a certain context, talking about what the metaverse means is a bit like having a discussion about what the internet was, right? So, like, it felt like a pipe dream, the internet, back in the day. But I think now, consider we know how far technology has come, I think a lot more of us are understanding, and we believe it. We believe it's coming. Because we've all been part of this technological revolution over the last, 20, 30, 40 years, where the computer, the cell phones, to literally Bluetooth and you name it, it's believable, right? We are the generation of more understanding that, yeah, this can happen, right? So I even remember electric cars, when Elon Musk first came out with Tesla, right? Nikola Tesla 100 years ago brought up solar energy and energy efficient vehicles, and everyone laughed at him, right? But I think Elon Musk used his name on purpose to show that his dream came into reality, right? Tesla is legit. So, talking about the metaverse. So, the building blocks of a new form of communication were in the process of being built, but no one could really know what reality would look like, right? So, while it was true at the time that the internet was coming, no one had an idea what it would look like. I think more of us now with this whole metaverse thing, we're not shooting it down, but I think those that don't understand really what it is before it comes, those people will be left behind. Not actually left behind, but they will be much less knowledgeable. And we see the same thing with cryptocurrencies and all that. Those who chose to ignore are the ones who suffer 10 years later. And I think all of us should really learn and understand what this is. So let's go over this quickly. Again, I don't work for The Wired, but I did like their article here. So what is the metaverse really? So to help you get a sense of how vague and complex the term the metaverse can be, mentally replace the phrase the metaverse in the same sentence with cyberspace. 90% of the time, the meaning won't substantially change. That's because the term doesn't really refer to any one specific type of technology, but rather a broad shift in how we interact with technology. Guys, the technology is here. Technology is here. We use Amazon Prime for literally everything, and if you don't use it, you're lying, okay? We go on Google, we rely on Google for anything. Who uses the dictionary anymore? Not me, right? So if you forget somebody, right, or you forgot someone's name, you can look it up. You can even go on your phone and hum a song, and it'll tell you what it is, right? So overall, the metaverse isn't one thing, but it's literally everything in regards to how we communicate with our technology and how much smarter our technology is actually getting. And I guarantee you in a few minutes I'll probably have something here talking about metaverse on social media because, my phone listens to me. So broadly speaking, the technologies that make up the metaverse can include virtual reality, characterized by persistent virtual worlds that can continue to exist even when you're not playing, as well as augmented reality that combines aspects of the digital and physical worlds. However, it doesn't require that those spaces be exclusively accessed via virtual reality or alternate reality, right? A virtual world, the aspects of Fortnite that can be accessed through PCs, game consoles, even phones could be metaversal. All right, so I'm going to speak a little bit more about where I see it going. We have been much less dependent on going out and getting things ourselves. Now we've turned into a world, especially since COVID, and even before COVID, but now we sit home and things come to us, right? We've become a very lazy society, right? I mean, we rely on everything else, even Uber Eats. We can't even drive to Wendy's down the street anymore. Literally, that's right down the street. We have to pay more for someone to go there, wait in line, and drop it off. We've become a society that would much rather make themselves look better or different on social media than even how we are in person. Many people now don't even like interacting with others, right? Most people are introverts these days. And so these tech companies are really, 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 they're hitting home here. They're seeing what's going on. They see all the editing softwares and the filters and all that. And people want to be something else. And they also want convenience. So I really see this in more, and again, I'm not a technology guy, and this isn't financial advice or anything like that, but, I see this as more as a play where you could create your own avatar, and you'll be able to do things that you would normally live your life, but in a different virtual world, right? Go to the movies, go shopping, like literally go food shopping, right? And it'll be at your house. Have a job, a virtual job. Buy property on there. I saw recently, look at this. On, I can't type today. So, it was on Decentraland. Yeah, there we go. Metaverse Group, a subsidiary of Tokens.com, has bought a plot of land that doesn't physically exist for $2.4 million of cryptocurrency. It doesn't exist in reality, but if everyone's in this metaverse and you have to go to the mall, you bring your character to the mall, that first big building there, guess what? That whatever company that is going to have a mega warehouse like Amazon has everywhere, and everyone's going to buy virtually, and it's going to be delivered physically, right? So it makes sense. Right? So look, man, you look at all these people wearing these headsets, it looks so ridiculous. Like, I feel like she's just going to fall and hit into the guitar and knock herself out, right? But it sounds stupid now, but it's not. It's not. And frankly, the ones that understand early are the ones that are going to win at the end. All right, so I recommend everyone here do your research on the metaverse. I will be making more videos. This was a brief introduction. Decentraland is one. There are quite a few other ones. All you have to do is type in invest in the metaverse, or what is the metaverse, or why Facebook changed their name to Meta. That's a big deal. And then feel free to comment below. But I appreciate you all listening in here. I really just want to get the knowledge out there and just let you all know that the ones that get in first and understand first will be more knowledgeable later. Don't wait around. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate it and hope you guys have a great night. Stay healthy, stay stealthy, and have a awesome, awesome night. Peace.